Hey Time Twist Hub fans, on November 9th, 1989, one of the most iconic symbols of division fell, not by force, but by the will of the people. The Berlin Wall, a structure that had separated East and West Germany for nearly 3 decades, crumbled overnight. It was more than just concrete. It was a barrier that divided families, ideologies, and lives. Tonight, we'll explore how this monumental event unfolded, why it mattered so much, and how it changed the world forever. The story begins after World War II, when Germany was split into 4 occupation zones controlled by the Allies, the United States, the Soviet Union, Britain, and France. As tensions rose during the Cold War, these divisions hardened. In 1949, 2 separate states emerged: West Germany, aligned with Western powers, and East Germany, under Soviet control. Berlin, though located deep within East Germany, was also divided. By the early 1960s, millions of East Germans fled to the West seeking freedom and better opportunities. To stop the exodus, the East German government, backed by the Soviets, constructed the Berlin Wall in August 1961. Overnight, streets were blocked, train lines severed, and families torn apart. For 28 years, the wall stood as a physical and ideological divide, a symbol of oppression and the Iron Curtain that separated communism from capitalism. Armed guards patrolled no man's land, ready to shoot anyone attempting escape. Thousands tried to flee, and hundreds lost their lives in the process. But cracks began to form in the late 1980s. Across Eastern Europe, communist regimes were weakening. In Poland, Solidarity won elections. In Hungary, border fences with Austria were dismantled. And in the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev introduced reforms like glasnost, openness, and perestroika, restructuring. These changes inspired hope and unrest in East Germany. Peaceful protests grew larger and louder. Every Monday, thousands gathered in Leipzig to demand freedom and reform. Meanwhile, East Germans fled westward through newly opened borders in Czechoslovakia and Hungary. The pressure mounted until even the ruling Socialist Unity Party couldn't ignore it. On November 9, 1989, Gunter Schabowski, a spokesperson for the East German government, announced a new travel policy during a live press conference. Confused about the details, he mistakenly suggested that East Germans could cross the border immediately. Within hours, throngs of people flocked to the checkpoints along the Berlin Wall, demanding passage. Faced with overwhelming numbers, border guards had little choice but to open the gates. What followed was an explosion of joy and disbelief. Families reunited, strangers embraced, and champagne flowed freely. People danced atop the wall, using hammers and picks to tear it apart piece by piece. For the first time in decades, Berliners from both sides stood together as one. It wasn't just a victory for Germany, it was a triumph for humanity. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the beginning of the end for communist rule in Eastern Europe. Within months, other nations followed suit, toppling authoritarian regimes and embracing democracy. By 1990, Germany officially reunified, symbolizing a new era of peace and cooperation. Today, pieces of the Berlin Wall stand as monuments around the world, a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. While Germany has made remarkable progress since reunification, challenges remain. Economic disparities between East and West persist, and memories of division still linger. Yet, the fall of the wall teaches us that change is possible when people come together for a common cause. The Berlin Wall may have fallen, but its legacy endures, a testament to the power of unity, courage, and hope.